Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 8 of SmackDown Live. This is the go-home show for the Elimination Chamber. And we're starting off the night with the Iconics.
Again.
They
are around quite a bit.
What in the world do we got going on here? Oh?
Accompanied by Peyton Royce?
What?
Billie Kay's in action tonight.
Billie Kay is in action tonight.
Okay.
Alright, I mean, I'll take it.
Very interesting.
I mean, we've seen Peyton Royce have 2 opportunities at the WWE Women's Championship so far in the past 8 weeks.
She won the first one. Finger quotes.
Yeah.
That tap out from Alexa Bliss. And then they lost via count out. Or it was a draw, I should say, via count out.
Which she did.
They're on Raw a couple of weeks back. But now, we've got Billie Kay.
I'll get the production team to try to figure out what's going on here. Once more, we're out here a little bit cold. We're not entirely sure what's happening here. They just pushed it out and said, "Here, go." So I'll get some word here. Once we hear back from them, we'll update you guys.
Let's find out the opponent for Billie Kay tonight. Is it going to be... Who is this? I don't recognize this music.
This is Naomi.
Oh. Okay. Well, here's another woman's debut. We're going to feel the glow, I guess, tonight. Hey, there's the black light. I hate this stuff.
You just hate it because it shows everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Kicking off the show with women's action tonight. I don't know what this match is for, but, you know, 2 women wrestling. Kicking off SmackDown right before the Elimination Chamber. You can only imagine it's something big.
Well, I got somebody here right next to me. They just let me know that the winner of this match goes on to face Little Miss Bliss at the Elimination Chamber for the Women's Championship.
Oh, that's big news.
So it's, you know, debuting Naomi, but Billie Kay of the Iconics. Not too sure how she got a shot here.
I'm not sure either. Maybe it's just because Peyton has had 2 shots. Now it's her turn to get 2 shots.
Maybe.
But I guess we'll have to find out as now Billie Kay and Naomi square up in the middle of the ring here. And we get ready for this.
You gotta remember, they are the Iconics. So they deserve 2 shots. 1 shot for each of them. But then you got 2 of them, so now 2 shots for each of them.
Yeah, two shots. That makes all the sense.
That's how it goes here. As we got
that's Iconics math for you right there. That's why there's 2 eyes in the beginning of the name.
Exactly.
Boom. Logic.
There we go. We just figured it out here. We figured out why Billie Kay is now in the ring here against Naomi. This is her first opportunity to go for the WWE Women's Championship. But we can't count out Naomi here right now. If she hits that rear view, then
that's it.
As Billie Kay,
I don't think she should be wrestling. But that's just me.
Yep. I'm with you there. Honestly, I feel like Peyton Royce is the more talented of the 2. She's outside hanging out there.
I don't believe that Billie Kay has actually laid a single fist on Naomi yet this match. Other than one reversal where she kind of swatted away a dropkick.
And that's not a fist. That's more like a slap.
Yep. So I'm very confused. And now she's going for the roll-up.
Let's see if she can win it on a roll-up here.
It's a count of 2. She just barely kick it out of that for Naomi. And now going for a flying crossbody. Managed to clip the knee of Naomi, I think, on the way out of that one.
There you go. Billie Kay finally able to get some offense here as Peyton Royce slid in a chair. Let's see if Billie Kay is going to be able to do anything here. Going to be able to use it, or if the ref is just going to slide it out of the ring.
Well, Peyton clearly trying to bring a championship back to the Iconics.
That she is actually doing more in this one match so far than Billie Kay did.
Ever.
In the entire time that she was there, so...
It's unfortunate that it took this long for this to happen, but Billie Kay, flying crossbody from the middle rope. Oh, she's just waiting up there for a little bit. She's kind of taking a break.
Naomi, for some reason, didn't see it coming either. Seems like a rookie move there as she gets her head slammed into the mat there for her insolence. That's a weird word to use there. I don't know what I was going for.
I'm not sure either. No, Billie Kay just running and jumping over Naomi here and then finally hitting an elbow drop.
While she was doing her laps there, you saw the referee just toss the chair out of the ring.
There's no need for that in here. This is not a no DQ match. I've only seen a few of those so far.
Yeah, and most of the times they've caught us off guard here. Not really announced, just boom, here's your match.
Here's your match, and by the way, there's a chair.
It is now. Billie Kay is actually
getting some offense in
Yeah.
here. Big kicks. Got a couple of stomps here right now on the Naomi on the ground. I almost called her the Naomi.
Naomi.
Don't know why I did that, but that's it. She's grabbing her by the hair, and then it's a little bit dirty there on the part of Billie Kay, and now she's laughing at Naomi. Bad idea.
Very bad idea. Naomi, she is a former like SmackDown Women's Champion. If I'm not mistaken?
Pretty sure you are correct. One of the first, I believe, for that championship, or like the first group, I should say, that have won that championship.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, sure, something like that.
I'm not entirely sure. I didn't follow it too much, but either way, Naomi back in charge right now. Both women are giving it their all in this match. They both want an equal opportunity to try and get to Alexa Bliss's championship.
Yeah, she does. It's a very prestigious championship already. There, like Alexa Bliss has defended it twice, or won it once and defended it another time. Sorry,
she's defended it once, but it's been fought for twice. And now Peyton Royce up on the apron.
Look at
Naomi.
Peyton Royce. What a good friend she is.
She's a great friend.
There you go. See, doing what she needs to do as we get Billie Kay.
With a disgusting pile. I want to call it a pile driver. It's not.
I don't even know. And we get Naomi up with a vicious big boot, taking Naomi down to the mat here. Is that going to be it? And Billie Kay puts Naomi down with a big boot. Think about it. She has those long legs. There is a lot of leverage and force going into those kicks.
That boot was impressive. I will give her that. My God, she's a tall woman.
Yep. And now she has a chance to become the WWE Women's Champion.
Can you imagine? Would that split the friendship up?
I don't think it would. They're two good friends.
They are two great friends.
They're best friends.
Naomi not impressed with her performance tonight, and it's unfortunate because she had the upper hand for the majority of the match.
That she did.
But now we move into the main event.
The main event. This is a 3v3 tag match, but it is an elimination tag match.
Oh, that's a very interesting choice of stipulations. Almost a nod to what's going to happen this Sunday at the Elimination Chamber.
Very much so. So, we have two teams of three. I'm not entirely sure who's on which team here, but you get pinned, you get eliminated. The order that you get eliminated in this contest will be the order that you appear in the Elimination Chamber. Very similar to Raw's Battle Royale. You gotta have some way to determine the... You can't just do random.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
That's weak. So right now, appearing for the first time since the Royal Rumble, we have Big Van Vader.
God, that belt looks good on him.
That belt looks beautiful on him. Hopefully this won't be the last time we see it here.
I hope so too. He hasn't been in the taping, for SmackDown over the last couple weeks since winning that championship. Is there a chance that he could have been hurt?
I'm not too sure. I honestly feel like he was just taking his time enjoying the belt. When you're a big man and a big draw like Vader, you don't always have to be around.
That's a good point.
It's all about the chase, building up the opponents to take that belt from that monster.
That's a very good point, Plastic. I didn't think about it that way, but it was a very grueling match against The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble, so anything is possible, but at least we get to see him here holding that beautiful championship right now.
And don't worry, I didn't think about it either until literally just that second when I was trying to find out a reason to try and back up Vader. But right now we have another competitor. We have Alistair Black coming to the ring here.
This man scares me.
He's a scary man. Apparently on the team with Vader. One would think that that's a pretty strong advantage.
Definitely a strong advantage in this situation. Of course, these men could eliminate all three members of the other team. Sorry, pardon my voice there. Giving them basically that entire team a pod.
That it could be. I don't know what would happen there in that situation. Hopefully, it doesn't work out that way, but I feel like the general manager would have some way to combat that from happening.
Absolutely.
Or some stipulation in play in case it did.
Very interesting point, actually, I'd like to bring up as well. We have a similar stipulation tonight in the Elimination Tag Team match as we did last night on Monday Night Raw. And looking back to the Royal Rumble, we also had 2 tournaments to determine the main champions. There's some interesting overlap going on in here between these 2 brands. Could Goldust just be stealing some ideas from the Monday Night Raw general manager? Or maybe they're working
I like
together.
to imagine it's the other way around. That Goldust, that the Raw general manager has an inside spy in the SmackDown offices, and he's finding out what's going on beforehand, and he's trying to undercut the blue brand.
Definitely try. Gotta try and make the red brand look better by making the better brand look worse.
That's the thing, but I mean, look what happened with their round robin tournament there.
It kind of fell apart.
It sure did. It resulted in a fatal 4-way. What happened with the SmackDown tournament? It all worked out nice and clean there. Vader and Undertaker in the finals at the Royal Rumble.
You are indeed correct on that one. Is now moving.
You're right. I'm correct.
You're always correct. What am
Yeah.
I talking about? A third man for this stacked team. And he walks alone. He doesn't need a team to help him.
Alone along this pit of danger, we got the animal, Batista.
What a man. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, he's got pyro this time.
Yeah.
I love this guy. He's so great. I love his movies, too. He's got some great movies.
That he does. I don't think there's been one that I haven't liked so far.
I agree. That was a nice little click I did.
Yeah, that was something.
But we've got all of the first team to enter this match. Of course, Batista showing everybody he's gonna probably do everything he can to take this, because he got eliminated by the champion in that first tournament. Now, of course, he wasn't the champion at the time, but he did go on to be the champion. So it's got to definitely put a chip on your shoulder when you know you got defeated by the man who became the champion.
Do you think there might be some animosity on this team here right now with Batista having to team with Vader here tonight to try to secure a good position for himself in the pod?
Well, see, I don't believe Batista will be dumb enough, because if he's wise and plays his cards correctly, if his team can win tonight, he's going to be in a good spot at the Elimination Chamber.
That being said, but if he gets Vader eliminated early, then chances of a new champion being crowned go up a lot higher.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So now we start off the second team with Cesaro still in bar attire, bar entrance. Very interesting. Very interesting. This man is also great. I love him.
He is such a talented and strong individual here. He,
A Swiss Superman.
yeah, he's going to add a lot of diversity to this match here. And you put somebody up against him, you put somebody like Cesaro up against somebody like Vader, and you still know that he is going to throw Vader around to the best of his ability.
He 100% is. Got the master of the uppercuts versus the master of the jackknife powerbomb. I guess some could argue that would be Kevin Nash, but we're going to give it to Vader, because everyone loves Vader more.
It's Vader time.
It's Vader time. Cesaro making his way to the ring. That can only mean that his tag team partners are, of course, going to be Mustafa Ali and Callisto.
That it
The
is.
small men versus the bigger men.
Yeah, that's a strange decision there on the side of Goldust, but keep in mind, Alistair Black isn't the biggest individual either. I feel like Cesaro actually has a fair bit of height and or weight on Alistair Black, so
It'd be interesting to see. I really cannot wait to see Alistair Black and Cesaro square up against each other in that Elimination Chamber match. It's going to be very interesting to see. One of a kind, first time ever match, and I can't wait for it.
that it would be. But here, of course, is the smallest competitor of the SmackDown Elimination Chamber, Callisto.
The other masked wrestler that's going to be appearing at Elimination Chamber. Of course, we have Rey Mysterio over on Monday Night Raw.
That we do.
And we're going to have one as well represented in the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. So it's very interesting and cool to see that both these men have earned their way, beating very big opponents.
Yeah, I mean, SmackDown and Raw, they're all about cultural diversity. You need to have, you need representation here. Gotta get those, gotta get that marketplace. You know what I'm saying.
I know where you're going with that, but you don't have anyone over here representing Colossal Supplements.
I'll send some emails to you.
Okay.
They're not gonna be emails you want, though.
Well, what's the point of that, then? Actually, surprisingly enough, I've managed to block and cancel every subscription that you've gotten on my email list so far.
Well, it seems like I have, what, 5 days to get that fixed up?
You most certainly do.
Oh, I'll see what I can do, Astra.
Mustafa Ali, of course, making his way into the ring. Very dynamic entrance here.
That he is.
As per usual, the high flyer, strong-minded Mustafa Ali. Let's see if he has what it takes. Okay, we've got Cesaro and Big Ben Vader kicking off the show. Or the match, sorry, not the show. Go for a drop kick. Can't knock Vader down, though.
Well, you got a big man starting, well, basically the two big men of each team, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's correct. As Cesaro still struggling to get anything to get momentum going on Vader here. Sorry. It's a couple of quick jabs to the chin. Vader grabbing him by the neck, bringing him back to his corner, but Cesaro fighting his way out of it.
That he is. Cesaro is showing his strength, but Vader is just too big and too resilient for Cesaro to get much offense going here right now as he goes for the sunset flip powerbomb there, finally taking Vader off his feet.
Very lucky that Vader just didn't decide to just sit down in that situation, because that could have been a pin and Cesaro's own elimination.
That is true. It would have been really bad for Cesaro there, but it all worked out in the end.
Beautiful clothesline from Vader to the back of Cesaro's head and taking him out of this match for a minute. Cesaro back to his feet, reversing that big move from Vader. Now throwing Vader to the outside. Looks like he's going to the top rope here.
Look at Batista trying to get in something, but he's not able to catch Cesaro as he goes for a big flying splash on Vader on the outside.
Cracking the neck, getting ready, showing that he's got what it takes to take on Vader.
That he does.
It seems to be one-on-one with very little help right now.
Yep, that's honestly the way I expected this to be here.
Now throwing Cesaro into the rings, the apron, sorry, but Mustafa Ali seeming to be kneeing Cesaro in the head every single time.
That's what it seems to be, just standing right in the right place. It's odd.
It's very odd to see the team kind of fold on themselves like this, but at the same time, Mustafa Ali is in this for himself, as is every other man in this match, trying to secure the number 6 spot. That is, of course, the most important.
But here we go. We got Vader tagging in Batista, going for a big back body drop there. This is the first interaction we've seen between Vader and Batista.
Mustafa Ali and Callisto calling for the hot tag there. Cesaro doesn't know who to pick, so he's just stuck on the ground. But no, hitting with a beautiful European uppercut, just diving from the ground there, taking Batista to the mat.
That he was, shows the agility of Cesaro here. He's, you know, he's not just strong, he is agile, he is quick, he is fast as he's going up to the middle rope there.
Neglecting the tag is a very important thing to note there.
That he is. Maybe he's trying to prove something. Maybe he's trying to show that he can take out the other team without any help.
But on the other end of that spectrum, Batista tagging Vader and working very well together with the champion here. Almost trying to build a bond. Like we said during the entrances there, to secure a good spot, but also keep your enemies closer.
Oh, and right there we had a moment there where Batista actually dropped the ropes for Vader.
He most certainly did. Vader going for a beautiful dive to the outside. Cesaro putting up the knees. Very lucky he didn't damage his knees there. That's a lot of weight coming down on your legs.
That it is. A big pop-up European uppercut on Vader. Incredible strength from Cesaro, just throwing Vader up into the air like that.
He also doesn't know what to do. He's just standing there being like, I just did that. I just did that.
honestly shocked.
And now tagging in Callisto because he needs to take a minute. I believe he's out of it. And now we see the most unfortunate matchup so far tonight. But Callisto showing what he did against Big E was not just a fluke. Taking down the big man, I don't know. I think Callisto might have something here.
That he might well be seen big masked luchadors like, you know, Rey Mysterio taking down Big Show, or the other huge, massive superstars he's faced in the past year. Maybe Callisto's trying to show that, Rey, you're not the only masked luchador that's able to beat the odds.
Very, very important to note as Callisto's still taking it to Vader.
Working on his legs there. You take out Vader's legs, you take out his strength. It's an age-old strategy.
It most certainly is. And now, again, Batista and Alistair calling for the hot tag here.
Once more, Batista getting into the ring there. Alistair Black so far. The fresh man on the outside there, not tagged in once. Much like Mustafa Ali on the other team.
That is definitely correct. Now Batista turning his attention to Cesaro. Big kick to the side of the head from Cesaro. Very, very wise and alert here. And now Batista goes straight for Cesaro on the apron. Unfinished business. And now Batista and Callisto still in the ring. Big clothesline. Now hauling Mustafa Ali in. This is not looking good.
I mean, the thing is, you may not think it's the smartest thing in the world to get all of the team in the ring at the same time, but that means they're not on the apron there.
That is true. We've just seen a big Batista bomb, a very sloppy Batista bomb from Batista here.
That it was. We got Cesaro on the outside there as Callisto's getting pinned.
And Cesaro doesn't do anything about it.
That's it. That's the thing. It's an elimination. So,
you are correct. Now Alistair Black finally tagged in, and Cesaro. But it doesn't seem like Cesaro's the legal man. I believe Mustafa Ali was just made the legal man. I believe that is an error on the part of the referee. Excuse me.
And Alistair Black still focusing on Cesaro right there. Now let's see what Mustafa Ali is able to bring to this match here. He is the freshest competitor along with Alistair Black. The two have not seen much action here so far.
It's very fitting that both men, of course, are wrestling against each other in this exact moment as Alistair Black thrown to the outside. Mustafa Ali going for something big here. Big dive to the outside. Almost looking like he hit his head on the announce table.
Very close to hitting his head on the announce table there. It wasn't great as we got Callisto making his way to the back. Surely disappointed. He worked hard to get into this match here.
He most certainly
and now
did. He defeated Big E to get into this match.
That he did. Now he's going to be the first person to enter the chamber as we got once more Batista coming over to the apron there trying to take down the opponent.
I believe Mustafa Ali just hit his knees off the ringside stairs.
I think steps. He did. That did not sound good there. Alistair Black, very smart to just wait in
almost possum.
Yeah, essentially. Just wait for that moment, but also Batista to distract Mustafa Ali long enough for Alistair Black to get in good position there.
This is the case, and I feel like come Sunday, this is what we're going to see. Alistair Black taking out all his frustrations on his opponents.
Yep, that's the thing. We know that Alistair Black has no alignment or allegiances with anybody. So, it's just bad things all around.
100% is for everyone that he faces. With Mustafa Ali, big counter and a backflip. And now, I believe Vader was calling for a tag over there. And we're going to see Mustafa Ali with a big kick to the side of the head. Alistair Black maybe thinking about tagging in Cesaro, but I think he changed his mind there at the last second.
Yeah, I think so. Probably not the smartest thing in the world here, going to be honest.
Most definitely is not, as now he's going to the top rope with Alistair Black. It looks like he's going for something. I believe this is his signature Spanish fly maneuver. And it is. He manages to connect it on Alistair Black, leaving just Alistair lifeless in the corner here, and Mustafa just trying to decide what to do.
Finally going for the pinfall there. As Alistair Black managed to kick out from that vicious Spanish fly.
Beautiful maneuver from Mustafa Ali, however. not quite working in his favor as he just got kicked up the side of the head by Alistair Black, and it looks like he's calling for the Black Mass, but reversed by Mustafa Ali. Excuse me. This action is getting a little bit crazy that I'm losing my voice.
That it is. Mustafa Ali going for that 0-5-4, manages to hit it on Alistair Black. Phases into the mat here.
We're not sure what's going on. Something crazy is happening right now.
Oh, it does not look good for Mustafa Ali here right now. Oh, look at him go. There he goes. He finally managed to pull himself out of that little wormhole. But it seems a little bit torn up and messed up from it.
He seems a little bit torn up from there. I can't keep a straight face on that situation. Unfortunately, corpsed my entire way through there.
That's solid. You got to do it as Mustafa Ali gets hit with a Black Mass.
Alistair choosing not to go for the pin here because Mustafa just got straight up from that kick.
There you go, but Cesaro going in for that save there because
I believe Cesaro just at this point doesn't want to end this match in a 3v1 situation.
I'm with you there.
Alistair Black going for the pin. Kick out at 2 from Mustafa Ali. Very interesting to see how this match is going. Big reversal from Mustafa here.
This has been a very long stretch between Mustafa and Ali and Alistair Black just fighting with all they got against each other. Vader and Batista have been sitting on the outside for so long, and Cesaro has not came in ages.
Not since Callisto has been eliminated.
That he is, but there you go. We got a first tag. Vader coming back in, and Cesaro
getting the hot tag, as well as that beautiful uppercut. Back to the starting matchup here. Vader and Cesaro, but Cesaro this time taking a beating. As Mustafa Ali seems to be resting. He's down on ringside. I believe he might be out cold, my friend.
That he might be, but Vader's going for the vicious choke slam here, and he hits it. Is he going to go for the pinfall? Yep.
There it is.
Most definitely.
Is this it for Cesaro? It is. That is, again, shades of what could possibly happen this Sunday. But now it's Mustafa Ali, the underdog, versus the 3 big men.
This is really, really bad right now.
It's not looking good for Mustafa Ali, but he did roll out of the way of that diving knee drop.
That he did.
And Mustafa has to capitalize. He's got to do this, and he's got to do it quick. He's got to beat 3 men if he wants to come out of this on top.
He does. 3 very big, very strong men. Mustafa Ali has one heck of a job against him here now, as Vader tags in the very, very fresh Batista.
He does indeed. Again, with this strange friendship between the champion and Batista here. So
That is.
I'm interested to see how that turns out come Elimination Chamber, but
Well,
of course,
maybe. Think about it here. Vader realizes that he's pretty beat up. He needs to get out of that ring, elsewise he might get eliminated. He doesn't want to risk it.
that's a good point, because right now, we know the first 2 entrants of that match is going to be Cesaro and Callisto.
Yes.
One-on-one to kick off the Elimination Chamber match. And these 4 men are going to be in pods. Now it's just the question of who comes in first.
Yeah, it's looking like right now it's going to be Mustafa Ali and then the last 3 pods.
So we now go for Batista's signature submission, but Mustafa Ali kicking out immediately from that.
That he did, throwing him into the corner there. Let's see what he's able to do. Flying forearm, knocking Batista down immediately.
Gonna go for a swinging neck breaker here. What is Mustafa Ali going to be doing in this fight? He's got a very, very difficult task ahead of him.
That he does. Let's see what he's able to do with Batista here. I don't know if he's going to be able to set up that Spanish fly.
It looked like that's what he was trying to go for, but Batista just reversing it. And now Batista going for the clothesline, but Mustafa bouncing out of the way. And another neck breaker here from Mustafa. He is surely got to be running out of gas. Both of these men are
Beautiful super kick there.
working very hard. Beautiful super kick indeed, as now it looks like Mustafa Ali going to the top, but Vader is waiting for him.
That he is, and throws him down to the mat. Vader saying, no, you're not going to eliminate my team member like that just yet.
Goes straight for the pin. Shades of Batista earning his way into this match, just crawling over for a pin from a move he didn't do. But
Mustafa Ali.
he is proving to be a lot tougher than what probably most people gave him credit for, as he just kicked out of a pin from Batista.
That he did. I don't have much here. Vader's coming to the ring for some reason. Not too sure why. Seems like Alistair Black almost has everything under control, but never mind. Take that back immediately.
Absolutely is now Mustafa Ali taking full advantage of Alistair Black. Doing a little bit of a taunt here, and now going into what looks to be some form of submission hold.
Maybe. It might just be working down on Alistair's arms, but his arms aren't what you got to worry about. It's those legs of his.
It most certainly is the legs of Alistair Black that can knock you out in an instant. We saw that against Shinsuke Nakamura a few weeks back.
That we did.
Excuse me. This match has gone on for quite a while. My throat is getting very dry.
This is a long match, and I can't believe that Mustafa Ali is able to hold on as long as he has been. As he goes up, it looked like Vader was almost going for the jackknife powerbomb, but Mustafa Ali
Reversing.
just wiggled right out of it. Let's see, what is he doing here? He keeps going for that swinging neck breaker, almost like he's setting them up for the 054, which I think is what he's doing once more. As the rest of the team, they're just watching right now.
They're just watching. They know that this is the champion. If the champion gets eliminated now, that's best for them.
That it is. That secures them. Pretty good odds.
Mustafa Ali just eliminated the WWE champion, then drop-kicked the referee in the face.
Maybe thinks that Alistair Black might come in and hit the black mass early on and just ruin his odds there. So if he takes out the ref, he can't get pinned.
That is indeed the case, as now he just watches on as he just knocked Alistair Black out, I believe, with that kick to the corner. As now he's going back to the top rope. Is he going to do it again, Plastic?
I think he is. There he goes.
He hits the 054 one more time. This time, I thought he was going to... No, he went straight for the pin.
Alistair Black is eliminated. Now we're down to just Batista and Mustafa Ali. He has almost done the impossible here.
He has just cleaned out the house. So the first pod entrant is going to be Vader.
The second
next
pod being Alistair Black.
And off the final two being one of these two men.
This is incredible, Alistair. I did not expect to see this here tonight, especially from Mustafa Ali, when it was 3-on-1 and basically a handicap match.
It indeed was a handicap match. And for some reason, Batista and Vader and Alistair just could not capitalize on it. But if you do look closely, Batista's friendship with Vader in this match did secure him a better spot.
That it did. See, Batista is smart. He is clever. He knows what he's doing here. And I think he just played this system and this match to the best of his advantage.
He most certainly did. Mustafa rolled out to avoid an attack from Batista, to slide back in, trying to attack him from behind, but Batista realized what was happening, hit him with a devastating clothesline. Now going for what looks to be a spine buster, and he hits it. Tried to go for the rebound, but unfortunately Mustafa managed to block that one.
That he did. He's calling for the Batista bomb here now. Let's see what he's able to do here.
He's going for it. Not entirely sure what Batista is doing in this situation.
And then Mustafa Ali caught his leg there.
Countering the Batista bomb, I believe.
Incredible. Once more going for that swing neck breaker as the precursor every single time to the 054. Let's see if Mustafa Ali is able to pull it off one more time.
Can he do it? He just hits the 450 splash on this one.
Probably doesn't have it in him.
No, he did. He is going for the pin. And Mustafa Ali just cleans the house.
Imagine how that must feel to eliminate not only the champion.
I believe Callisto's mask may have gotten ripped here as well.
Yeah, something's happening there. It's probably get that fixed.
No, certainly should. But that's not to say anything other than we'll see you guys on Sunday at the Elimination Chamber.